All right. In the past, we've done a lot of different meat dishes and things like that. But one of the things I have learned over years of grilling that I totally enjoy is here I'm get outside, not just fixing the meat, but fixing the entire meal on a grill. Whether it be an egg or whatever, you can cook the entire meal. I do that a lot, and it's something we want to try to demonstrate here. Today we're going to be talking about sides. I'm doing 4 sides in particular today that I think you'll all enjoy. None of them are complicated, but it's something that's easy to do, and I think everybody will get learn a little bit of something more that they can do on a grill. We're going to start with a bacon wrapped stuffed mushroom that I've come to do over the years that has been very popular, and anybody who's ever tried them loves. Then we're going to do a recipe that actually come from my grandmother. It's a very simple cast iron potatoes that we're going to do on a grill. And then we're going to do some Mexican street corn, and then we're going to do some asparagus on a grill. So let's get with it, and let's enjoy fixing sides. All right, to start with, we're going to start with, kind of a very popular item that I cook. It's bacon wrapped stuffed mushrooms. And there's really not a lot that we're going to use in this. We use, just basic white mushrooms. I prefer to try to get the biggest ones that I can get. Pack of cream cheese, some sharp cheddar cheese, thin sliced bacon. And the reason I use thin sliced bacon is a couple of reasons. One, it wraps easier. And two, especially since we're stuffing this with cheese, we don't want it to cook too long or we'll wind up losing a lot of the cheese. And then we've got we've got some garlic powder that we'll mix in with the cheese. And then we'll top off the bacon with Meat Church Honey Hog Barbecue. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spoon, and I'm just going to dip the stems out of the mushrooms. I am going to try to stick with just the largest ones. And if we have to come back and to just get enough to fill the bacon, we'll do that. But real simple, just try to scoop them out and get them ready to go. And you can go. I try to go deep. I don't go so deep that I mess up the mushrooms. Next, we're going to take the 1 pack of cream cheese and we're going to toss it in a bowl. All right. Toss that over into a bowl. I do recommend that you let it soften for a little bit, not a long time, because you're going to try to mix all this up really good here in just a minute. Then I'll take the cheddar cheese, put in the neighborhood of about a cup. On top of the cream cheese. And then not a massive amount, but I'll just pour a little bit of the garlic powder on top of that. And then just take a spoon and try to mix it all together to make our stuffing for our mushrooms. If you want, you could add a little salt and pepper to it. I don't. I just feel like this flavor right here is plenty. But I mean, I have tried it that way, and it's not bad. Just to add a little bit of salt and pepper to it as well. All right, that's ready. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to cook these on a rack, I'm going to take one of these racks here and I'm going to set it down. And then I'm just going to start scooping out the cheese mixture and sitting kind of inside the mushroom. And then just set them down until I come back with the bacon. Doesn't require a huge amount, but I mean, I'll get probably about a good teaspoon in the cap, depending on the size of the mushroom, of course. You know, like this one here is a little smaller, so it's not going to take quite as much. I'm sure there's lots of different things out there that if a person wanted to add to this, that you could. I just like keeping it simple, and I can tell you, anybody that's ever eaten these things absolutely loves them. Even know a few people that have taken and tried the recipe, and they say the same thing, that their family loves them. All right, so I didn't count my pieces of bacon, so we're going to see how closely I estimated the number of mushrooms to the bacon. And of course, you know, I guess go back to the, I remember us talking in the last class, you know, anything with bacon is great. I've often said that, even though I know it's not good for me, bacon is my kryptonite. It's the one thing I cannot pass by. So, you know, I do a lot of things with bacon. I mean, I'll do bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. Very good item that you can do, especially for an appetizer or for a party or even as a side dish. So, got our mushrooms stuffed. So now we're going to take this pack of bacon. And again, like I said, I did get the thinner sliced bacon because it is easier to wrap and just cooks a little faster too. And literally, all I do is I take out one piece of bacon and I will just start with the mushroom and just roll it and wrap it as many times as I can take it around it. At that point, you know, I'm going to take a toothpick and I'm going to pin it just to hold the bacon in place. And then I'm just going to repeat this process until I get them all wrapped with bacon. And this bacon is actually, even though it's thin slice, it's some wide slices, which very impressed. And even though mushrooms are not that big, you look at that, that makes a pretty good size item. And I assure you, you're not going to eat a whole lot of these. So, you know, one or two of them is usually about all I can do. We talked in the earlier class about grills, and I know last season we did primarily on the eggs. I am going to be cooking on green eggs today, but this I'm going to actually do on the Traeger Timberline 850. One of the things I have, you know, just from personal experience learned, I mean, it's just a personal observation, is I feel like for some reason bacon tends to shrink up better on the pellet grill than it does the egg. I do not know why, but that's been a personal observation that I have found. So typically if I do anything that's bacon wrapped, I'll do it on the pellet grill. And then our final step to get ready to put these in the grill is going to be to coat them. There's a lots of different things that you could coat them with. My go-to is the Meat Church honey hog barbecue rub. It's a nice sweet rub that pairs really well with this combination. And literally I just take and just cover the entire surface of the bacon with it. I go pretty liberal with it because I like it. I like a lot of that flavor. You can go as stingy or liberal as you want. I will say, because this does have honey powder in it, if you use too much, it can be a little too sweet. But again, it's one of my favorite rubs. I think we've used it on something in the past that we did, if I remember correctly. And I know that everybody that I know of loves this rub. Of course, my friend Matt Pittman came up with it. It's his best-selling rub, and I try to use it as much as I can. Ken's gonna be jealous. He wasn't here to taste these. All right. Got the rub on. I have set my Traeger Timberline 850 at 300 degrees. You can go more or less. I find that's a good temperature for this. And then I'm going to put them on there. It takes about an hour to get that bacon good and sealed. And then we'll come back and we'll enjoy them. All right, we've been about 45 minutes in on these bacon wrap stuffed mushrooms. Let's take a look at them and see what we got. That's exactly what we're looking for right there. Bacon's come to a good shrink. A little bit of cheese running out. That's not abnormal, but I think you're going to absolutely love these. So let's take them out and let them cool for a minute or two, and then we'll have the taste test. All right, I've let these cool for just a few minutes, and now let's take a bite of one of these and just show you exactly what an amazing thing this is. Now that is amazing. Bacon, cheese stuffed mushrooms.